Good morning everyone, basa tayo ng Kapalaran to ni Revitalize pag-vlogs. Yung karugtong lang kahapon ang babasahin natin guys. Di ba ang number 1 na payo is be sure of yourself. So nandito tayo sa ayan yung karugtong kahapon. Ang last kasi natin binasa is learning to say no, being honest and polite, choose the best moments to speak. So yan siya guys. Mga kapwa ko Sagittarius, kopyahin nyo yung good advice dito. Kahit na hindi ka Sagittarius, basta yung payo lang, okay naman siya. Kasi yung coaching report kasi guys, di ba pangkalahatan na naman to. Kahit sabihin mong pang sa akin to, pero yung payo niya, pwede siya sa atin. Okay. Basa. The ability to say no is fundamental in terms of your personal happiness and satisfaction. I know that you are a very kind person, and also sometimes you tend to put the needs of others before your own. And this is not a bad thing, but I want you to understand that you deserve respect and you cannot please everyone. That's true. So if someone is asking you for something you do not want to do, just say no in a polite and respectful way. There is nothing bad about it. You need to be direct and honest with people, even when you say no, as we have seen in the previous paragraph. Do not try to imagine the hidden sense behind the words or overthink. Just tell directly, politely, and honestly your own point of view. This is normal, Ralph Lyon, and if someone tries to convince you, this is not, then avoid such kind of people. Ayun, pagka makulit pa rin guys, iwasan mo na. Halimbawa, nagsabi ka na ng hindi pwede tapos makulit pa rin, iwasan mo na siya. At the same time, do not feel guilty when you refuse something. You should understand you have perfectly the right to express your opinion about the situation and refuse certain things as long as you are being reasonable. Also, you should make sure that your body language express self-confidence and serenity. Then people will subconsciously accept your point much easier. Once you have decided to develop your self-confidence and assertiveness, you should also remember that there is no need to be stubborn just for the sake of it. Of course, you should insist on the things that are important for you, but on the other hand, there is no need to make a fuss about some small details that you will not even remember about in a couple of minutes. The key here is to know measure. Ralph Lyon, I understand at first. Ulit guys. Ralph Lyon, I understand at first you will need to practice this art of being assertive, and this is perfectly normal. You can start with small things. And during the short interactions, like in transport or in the shop, express your discontent of something does not satisfy you without being rude, of course. Later on, you will see that it will become easier in more important situations. Dito tayo sa number 2. Number 2 niya. 'Di ba yung una is be sure of yourself. Yung number 2 naman guys is establish clear limits. The second point about limiting your energy leaks is establishing clear limits and keeping your personal space. Nabubulal na. Ulit. Number 2, establish clear limits. The second point about limiting your energy leaks is establishing clear limits and keeping your personal space in physical as well as an emotional sense. Ralph Lyon, there are always some people in your surroundings that drain your energy. They are also known as energy vampires. Vampires talaga. These people will complain about everything, make you resolve their problems, accuse you or others for every single problem they have and generally tire you off after just 5 minutes conversation. It is always better to avoid such people, but sometimes it is not possible. In this case, it is important to be able to set boundaries and not let them manipulate or control you. You know, you know that energy leaks usually happen when you try to help such kind of people, but you should accept the idea that are some people whom you cannot help and let them be. You should never let other You should never let others cross the limits that you have set, as this is the key to being respected by those who are around you. At first sight, it may seem to you that people will be angry if you refuse to help, but this is not the case because once they understand how deeply you respect yourself and your positions, they will respect you more in return. Ask yourself these 5 questions. When do you feel disrespected? When do you feel violated, frustrated, or angered by the behavior of others? In what situations do you feel you are being mistreated or taken advantage of? When do you want to be alone? How much space do you need? Now, Ralph Lyon, you know your limits and you know what behavior, what situations, and most important, what people drain your energy. You make it clear to them this will not happen the same way anymore. By making clear, I do not mean shouting or anger or curse. You just need to find different ways to communicate and share your expectations in regards to your interactions. So, dyan muna guys at yung number 3 na mukhang mahaba-haba. Oh, no. Okay na ulit. Tapusin na lang natin yung number 3. Kasi ano na siya, oh. One step at a time method na siya. So, ulit, anuhin natin yung number 3, yung last na payo. Tuloy na kahit mahaba. Do not depend on the opinion of others. Nakalagay sa number 3 guys. Do not depend on the opinion of others. So, tandaan yan. Diba yung number 2, clear, ano ba yun? Establish clear limits yung number 2. Diba number 1 natin is be sure of yourself. Number 2, establish clear limits. And number 3, do not depend on the opinion of others. So, yun. Para hindi mag-leaks yung energy natin, yung tatlo na yung tandaan natin. So, dito tayo sa number 3. Do not depend on the opinion of others. I know that there are certain people in your circle that you are used to communicate with. However, with time, we tend to take over common habits and common opinions. Getting to know new people will allow you to get out of your comfort zone and become socially independent, and I cannot stress enough the importance of increasing the number of people in your circle in order not to be restricted or tried by a very small precise group and their social habits. Another amazing experience that you can try in order to promote your independence is traveling alone. Oh guys, mag-travel kayo lang mag-isa, pwede. Nakalagay rito. Another amazing experience that you can try in order to promote your independence is traveling alone. This does not have to be a long distance travel, but just exploring the nearby village can be enough to develop your ability to take your own independent decisions. Moreover, you will see that you can accomplish just about anything by yourself, thus promoting your self-confidence. So hanggang dyan na siya guys. Bukas iba na naman siya. One step at a time method na. So, yan lang. Hanggang dito na lang muna. Bukas na yan. Bye everyone. God bless.